Hi everyone, it's Justin. Just wanted to reach out here on this episode of the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. Thank you for joining us, whether you're watching, listening here in the United States or across the world. Without you, we want to have a show. And if you can give us the big thumbs up, like, follow, subscribe, share, those would be fantastic to help us reach our goal of helping at least 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. And if you can do us another huge favor, again, another free thing that you can do to help us, and that is to reach out to 25 or 50 of your contacts in your phone, let them know about the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast that is centered on mental health, trauma recovery, helping others, and again, that huge goal of helping over 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. Just a amazing time to be alive, and just trying not to take any day, any time for granted, which is something that is very easy to do. Uh, and part of that is we talk about self-care. We talk about getting enough rest each night, as best as we can. And gonna just touch on like one topic, and we can laugh about it a little bit. So my sleep hygiene has really been pretty not great for a long time. Going to bed late, sometimes waking up early, others sleeping in, and not really taking advantage of the fullness of the day. And part of that, uh, with getting that extra rest, and I don't know if this all ties together or if it doesn't. I'm just going to give you what I'm experiencing. So number one, I I'd say so out of the 7 days of the week, probably like maybe 3 to 4, maybe 4 times a week, I'll wake up with just this aching back pain. And I've never had, and I know I'm getting older, so I'm susceptible to uh growing pains, not in the sense of children getting growing pains and growing and that, but uh I feel like I'm getting older and older and older by the day, and I am. We all are. And so this back pain's just very uncomfortable. So then I try to readjust how I'm sleeping. Uh, so I don't know if I'm sleeping at the wrong angle. Uh, I'm not sure, but it's something I haven't experienced before with this better sleep hygiene where I'm going to bed earlier. And for the most part, I'm waking up a little earlier. And sometimes I wake up a little bit earlier because of the back pain. And it's uncomfortable. Uh, I don't mind, I guess, waking up a little bit early, or earlier, uh, with this better sleep hygiene. Just having that back pain just really has me, uh, sometimes just like, oh my gosh. Uh, so I'm wondering how many of you out there watching and listening, uh, have the same thing, sleeping, you know, awkwardly on our sides or on a different at an angle, or I'm still trying to figure out like what's the best way. So I don't know if part of it is that because of my better sleep hygiene that I'm sleeping longer, so closer to 9, possibly 10 hours a night. If just that amount of time by itself alone is is a part of this. So I'm not really sure. Uh, but it's frustrating because on one hand, I'm getting, the sleep hygiene is getting much better. And then on the other hand, this, back pain, uh, and soreness, is really impacting me. So just wanted to start with literally, human, let's say human issues, growing issues, um, getting older issues, and wondering if anybody else, any other viewer, listener has, and is experiencing, this type of soreness and pain where it's like even when I feel it and I try to turn maybe the opposite way, it's still there, for a while. So very, very interesting. And it has to do with mental health because I'm not able to, I would say, operate at like peak performance level. Uh, and it just affects my mind too because the soreness really affects me. And so I have to take my time, getting up, getting started in the morning. And so we just wanted to start there on kind of the human condition, the anatomy, uh, of kind of getting older, and it stinks. This part, it is not a whole lot of fun. Uh, okay, so let's move further into our episode today. There's times in our lives when we make decisions that are very hard, and unfortunately, I can't share what those are for me at this point. May be able to comment at a later time, but right now, just not able to. But it's pretty, uh, pretty pretty deep things, situations, events that have occurred, and part of part of me, I haven't always had the confidence. I guess is a way to kind of get started here. Is we think of each other as we're gonna live forever, even though we're not, and that we make the best decisions that we can with the information that we have. And that is no different than what I'm talking about here. The only difference is this has huge impacts on certain situations, events. However, those changes and the effect on these larger events that I'm referring to is kind of a big deal. And having the confidence to make the decisions to actually go forward and do it is a different thing, right? They say hindsight's always 2020, where we look back on a particular decision, a particular event, a particular experience, and so we look at that and and go, wow, I wish I would have made this decision, or I wish I would have made that decision. Excuse me. So hindsight's always 2020 to be able to like, oh well, now now it now it makes sense. I should have did this, or I should have did that. So what I'm talking about now is things that I've done in the near term that were hard decisions, but good decisions. Let's just put it this way. Let's say we have a friend that we've had for, I don't know, some some length of time, and they're constantly either being mean, uh, not there when we need them, or any number of things. And we feel like we don't have that support from this particular friend, this hypothetical friend. So we have the decision to make. Do we continue with this friendship or being colleagues or acquaintances? So do we continue or do we stop that? Right? Like if we don't feel better or on par after conversations with said person for whatever period of time it is, then maybe that friend isn't a friend. And so it would be a hard decision to make to say, hey, sorry, I just I don't I don't think this friendship is working for the both of us. And it can be a hard decision to make, right? Especially somebody like me who is, I don't like confrontation. And so to go through with, excuse me, for those watching, my dog just kind of attacked me in a good way. She's not intending to hurt me. Um, then for those listening, you're just hearing uh, hearing jingle bells, which is around our dog's neck. But so there's this decision that we have to make at some point. It's either working or it's not. And what I'm talking about is more of kind of that acquaintance type of relationship. And so as I can't get into specifics right now, uh my message is if you find yourself in these types of situations, be confident. Be confident in your gut, your intuition. Something feels off, maybe something is off, meaning there there's just something that doesn't feel right. Uh, don't feel that that the relationship is, if you're asking for help and you're not getting it, uh, you have to make a decision. To just go with the sheep and just follow like everybody else? Or do we say enough is enough? And so recently, that has been a reality for me, for the organization, is, enough is enough. And as hard as it is to do it, and like I said, I'm not good at confrontation. But when there's a third party or somebody or an organization, they're trying to, work through some things and they aren't holding up their end of the bargain, that you can have that confidence to say, okay, this isn't working out, and not worry about it. I mean, I worry all the time, but sometimes like this, you have to be confident with the decisions that you make. Not every decision. Again, hindsight's always 2020. It's always easy to look back and go, I should have did this, I should have done that, blah, blah, blah. But in the moment when a decision needs to be made, and right, each one of us has human characteristics and we have feelings. And when we don't feel that those are being met, especially if we're paying somebody for a service, we should have all the confidence in the world, all the confidence in the world to do what? All the confidence in the world to make a decision for ourselves, maybe our organizations, if we have one, and not to feel bad about making that decision. Hard to make it, very hard. But there's something called I've had it and enough is enough. We've all been part of conversations and friendships and different professional relationships and where where others have told us, right? One reason or another, oh, this isn't going to work, interviewing for a job. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do now. Part of part of what I'm doing. And then I get the dreaded, oh, well, thank you for applying. We're no longer hiring for this position. It's been filled. Uh, and so that sucks. And so as those organizations and people do those things, and as those messages come through, it should empower us that when we have the opportunity, if needed, to do the same, especially when we're spending our own money, we should feel empowered to make those decisions, to say, you know what? I've had it. This business decision, this business relationship is done. And here are the reasons why. And sometimes we don't have to give the reasons. They're obvious. But recently, for me, I've had so much, so much evidence. Okay, Lucy. Hey, Lucy. I know you like seeing yourself on TV. Yeah, I know you do. I know. You want a belly rub. But, ah, please stop. Please stop. Thank you. Thank you. So let's try to worry less, right? Let's when when things aren't working out. Okay, thank you, Lucy. That's it. That's enough. I'm gonna have to sit you down, okay? I'll have to sit you down. Thank you. So that there's a song out there called "Don't Worry, Be Happy." Hard to easy easy to hear, hard to do. Because then once we make a decision, we look back and go, "Oh, did I make the right decision?" Don't worry about it. If you have that gut feeling, you have that feeling in your heart that things just weren't working out and you're paying lots of money, you shouldn't have to feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad. Because if you're paying somebody, that means there's there's money leaving your pocket and my pocket for somebody else. And if they're not holding up their end of the bargain, we absolutely have the ability to say, no, I've had it. This is enough. And I no longer need your services. I'll be able to comment more on this at a later time, but wanted to definitely share what's going on in real time and to be empowered to make your decisions. It's hard to do, especially like when we need help, when we need help and we're paying for it and we're not seeing the help. We're able we're able to make those decisions that say no more. I've been paying you for way too long. You haven't been holding up your end of the bargain and move on to somebody that is going to help. That if you are going to have to pay, is going to actually do their fucking job. Apologies for the language there. So thank you for joining us on this episode of the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. If you can give us the big thumbs up, like, follow, subscribe, share, that will greatly help us reach our goal of helping at least 3 billion people over the course of my lifetime and beyond. Help us reach over 3,000 cities across the world and help us reach over 300 countries, territories, provinces across the world. We're well over 110 countries, well over 1,100 cities worldwide. And it's all because of you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you can reach out to 25 of your contacts in your phone, let them know about the Voices for Voices TV show and podcast. If you can Etsy on it, you can Voices for Voices on it. So hope you have a great day, and we will see you on the next episode of the show. Bye for now.